Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I'm the Serious Strategy Game, and this is Taskmasters, where every Tuesday I go up against other YouTubers to design ships in Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts. So we're going to try to see who does best in this week's task, and it's going to be an interesting one because we are going to design a battleship of any nation 1940s technology starting at a 20-kilometer range against Spain. Spain is going to have 1930s technology, but here's the big but, they're going to have 50 ships. They're going to have a whooping 50 ships. So that means we are very likely to lose. Now, we need to find out what ships they have. And for that, I actually need to go into Excel. And I've prepared something over here. So we are going to basically roll a die. And every single of our YouTubers is going to roll a die and find out what kind of ship we're going to go up against. Is it going to be a battleship or the roll of one? That's going to be 6 points each. Battle cruiser, and so on and so forth. So let's set that up. We're going to go random between, and we're going to be basically rolling a number between 1 and 5. We're going to roll a 4 over here, so that means we're going to go up against light cruisers. Well, that's interesting. That's going to be a lot less points per... we're going to go up against Spain, so I need to set up Spain over here. Well, there we go. For 1940s technology, they're going to have 1930s technology. There we go. We're going to have a battleship. They're going to have 50 light cruisers. Let's see how that is going to go. We do need torpedo protection. I think the French are going to be fine. They've got the quadruple guns, at least for some of the smaller calibers. So we're not going to score a lot of points per ship that we're sinking, but at least we have the chance of potentially sinking a couple of them. That's going to be an interesting engagement here. Let's design our ship. So we're definitely going to go for the biggest ship. We can go with the small range. We can go with the bulkheads. Don't think we want to go with the bulkhead with the shafts here. We probably want the best armor, even though I think armor is probably not going to be the most important item here, because I think we're going to mostly be facing off against torpedoes. Oh, we don't need barbettes then, but we probably want this. How much weight is that actually adding? A lot, 2,000 tons. But that's probably what we need. We do want auto reloading on our guns, and I'm thinking we want to go high TNT because the high explosive chance is going to be useful against the enemy there. Let's go for gun aiming, long range. Oh no, this is actually going to be super useful because it's tower spotting. Also want sonar so that we are spotting their torpedoes early. Yeah, looks fine to me. We want to go oil. We want to go probably induced. We are using up a lot of our weight already. Let's see though. So enhanced tower is torpedo spotting 97, 95. We might want to go with a light modern one here. I think it might actually be a little bit better. Yeah, you're much more massive. At least, well, you've got the platform in the front there, so maybe that's useful. Compact or large? Torpedo spotting is much better on you. Okay, let's use that. I think we're going to try to run around a lot of their torpedoes, if at all possible. How much space are we using for this? That's 88. If I go force, that's going to be 100. Right, let's check on that later. Let's look at centerline guns. Now, we don't necessarily need large guns here to engage light cruisers. I don't expect them to have a lot in terms of... We don't need the 20-inch guns, basically. Could go for 12-inch guns. They are triple guns. Or 13-inch guns. I don't think I want to go all the way down to 9-inch guns because... some oomph here is generally useful because it helps to blow them up a little bit better. Right, let's suppose we are going to get them to run to, let's say, 10,000 meters. Okay, let's suppose we are running at a 10,000 or 12,000. I think 12,000 is a reasonable engagement range. So let's simply try to max for that. 5.1 over here on the Mark IV. 8.5, 5.1. 8.5, 5.1. Yeah, the 12-inch gun's actually a little bit of a sweet spot there, I think. Yeah, let's go for them. Ah, no, wait a minute. That's, I think, largely due to the fact that you have 3-inch barrel. You have 3 barrels. See, that 7.8 was 4.6, and this is... And this is still better. Okay, 12-inch guns it is. Let's use this. Look, you're tiny. I'm so used by these challenges for much larger guns at this point that I'm not really used to these kind of smaller guns here. Can I put you on a Barbette, I wonder? Standard Barbette should be on medium one. Standard Barbette, no, there's no fitting a standard Barbette there. Could I put a standard Barbette here? No, basically only there. Does that do anything for us if we're putting it there? Well, you could fire a little bit more to the rear there, and you could potentially fire a little bit more to the front. Maybe it's useful. And you can still fire to the rear, curiously enough. You can fire all the way, and you have a much better firing arc too, so I think that might be a good way to do it. We can actually fit another gun in here. How about in the front? We could, of course, do what Spartan is doing all the time and use sight guns. We could, but honestly I'm not convinced that they're that useful. What if we pull you back to more to the front here? Can I then, let's get rid of one of these. Can I get another Barbette maybe in there? No. Could try to fit a Barbette in there. Well, again, we could try to pick the smaller one here. But you know what? I think it's fine. It's not actually that much of a forward offset here. 100% engine efficiency. How much can we dial that up? Okay, let's actually go to the place where we are pretty much running 100% engine efficiency. 27 knots. I think that's fine. Auto reloading. How much is that gonna add? Not that much. Okay, that's useful. Let's go for the... Well, the Super Chevy Heavy Shells to me are always useful because they are adding much more oomph. We are using high power TNT. We could, of course, think about some secondary guns here. Maybe some 6 inches. Well, we don't have that much space for 6 inches. What's your firing angle there? What if I add one of you? It's going to be reduced somewhat, but not that bad, actually. Can I fit one more over here? Could potentially fit one just like that. Yeah, it's not actually putting that much of a constraint on you. So I'd like that idea. You all have decent firing angles, right? Yeah, you do. You do. We could also think about some torpedo tubes. I think that might not be a terrible idea. Now, it's extremely unlikely that we're going to score any hits on any of these guys. But it is somewhat likely that we could get them to disperse a little bit. So I'm thinking that might be a good choice to try to do that at least. Can I fit one here in the front somewhere? No, does not look likely. We do have a bit of a forward offset. This is an amazing amount of guns here. Let's use increased ammo. I like that idea. We do have good force. We've got good sonar. We've got everything over there. That is kind of nice. I don't think we need that much deck armor. We can probably do with 4 inches there and maybe 2.5 inches here. I do want to protect the conning tower, and I would like to protect the belt a little bit better. That should be enough to actually protect us pretty well, I think. Maybe 3 inches. What are they realistically going to have? I mean, they're going to have something like, let's say, 8 inches. They can only pen 2.6 inches of deck armor, and only that at extreme ranges. We've got a plus 100%, so this should be pretty much even if they have guns like this, which I kind of doubt that they're going to have that, we are going to be more or less invulnerable to them. That's good. So yeah, I think we can spend the rest here on either more speed, but that would mean engine efficiency is going to drop. What are you? You are the best one. Can we sort of fit a smaller one in there too? No. I think 28 knots is fine. A little bit more of that. Don't think we need barbette thickness. To me, this is just not that useful. Okay, let's pick one. I think that's okay. Yeah, and then what we're going to do is we're going to try to pick secondaries. No further space where I can squeeze you in. So let's go down to 4 inches maybe. 4 inches is kind of pushing it in its usefulness on against light cruisers. Some guns have poor sectors of fire. That's not you. Okay, which one? Tell me. No! Okay, can I fit you in there? Just like that? Okay, sometimes the game is a little bit weird. Okay, some parts are weirdly placed here. Let's just place you back. I know you can be placed here, so don't pretend you can't. So basically you need to click everything and then click it again. Come on, just this last one. Good, there we go. Okay, 4-inch guns. Can we fit you anywhere then? Well, in the top here, but you can't hit anything. You guys can. That's fine then. Maybe to the rear here? Yeah, you guys can also start to hit some stuff over there. It almost feels like we could be adding more secondaries. I mean, these are 6-inch guns. How about 7-inch guns? Okay, let's replace these guys here with 7-inch guns. You can't be put there, right? It's only 6-inch guns that can be placed here? Yeah. Okay, if that's the case, then let's stay uniform here. I dislike to mix and match the calibers too much. Wow. 4-weight offset, still a bit of a problem. Let's pull you back a little bit. That's okay. How about you guys? Can you move a little bit to the rear there? No, you can't. It's a huge salvo of guns that we can fire off here. We've got 2,000 tons though left. This feels like we're doing something wrong. But I don't think more armor is the answer. The answer is probably going to be more speed. Even though that means our engine efficiency is dropping. This is also only going to bring it down, isn't it? Yeah, it is. How about diesel? No, that doesn't change anything. Okay, I think it's probably going to be fine. We can make you traverse a little bit faster. That's probably a good idea. We need to go down here a little bit. I don't want the engine efficiency to be too low. Okay, I think this is it. Let's start this up as much as possible. We don't want to lose our conning tower here, for sure. Let's see. I'm intrigued. A bunch of light cruisers. This is gonna be... I don't know how this is gonna end. Either we're gonna die very quickly here due to torpedoes, or something else. 50 light cruisers, 1930s technologies. At least we are running away. That's good. Okay, so let's look at the you guys. You seem to have a lot of guns and precious little in terms of torpedoes, I think. So that's nice. Okay, let's actually check though. What have you got? You've got 2-inch guns. You've got 7-inch guns. And you don't have any torpedoes. You've got... You gotta be kidding me. You've got no torps? You've got no torpedoes? That's brilliant. Oh man, that's a little bit... I mean, that's we are so lucky here. Right, okay. Let's try to traverse back. I'm guessing we can send some torpedoes your way just to disrupt you. Well, we are going to circle around and we are going to try to make your life hell. We don't know anything about your speed or anything, but we're going to have some very fast firing and traversing guns here. So look at that. We are already sending a number of shells their way. Let's be aggressive about the torpedoes. I would like to send them their way simply to disrupt them mostly. They're doing weird things here already. And I'm guessing honestly we can fire somewhat here into the middle, hoping that some of our hits might score hits on someone else, and I'm guessing we can also pick high explosives, because I'm pretty sure that we can pen them pretty well. That's also kind of funny what they're doing over there. But if they don't have torpedoes, then we are incredibly lucky here. We can actually think about just hanging back here for a moment. Okay, good hit there on the first ship. Let's see whether we're going to score more over time. It's such a cacophony actually. Let's actually target this guy here. I think the leader there might be a good target. You kind of expect, let's target this one, you kind of expect there to be many random hits. Some torpedoes maybe on this guy. Yeah, I think this is a super random hit here, but still I like the idea. And we can run towards them aggressively. That is super nice. And let's also be aggressive on the secondaries. I think that's going to be alright. We're targeting you with our secondaries. Let's actually go for this guy there. I think he's a little bit more to the side, which means we can open up on him with more of our guns. And we're just still randomly hitting someone over there. Or at least that's what we're trying to do more or less over here. Okay, they are sending some shells our way. I'm a little bit concerned whether they're going to set us on fire with all of these 7-inch shells. It might be what is going to happen here. But ultimately we don't know. Right, let's try to... I mean, some of these guys are at this point probably gonna be... We can probably send some shells their way in a hope of hitting them with a reasonable degree of accuracy. I mean, 8%, it's not that bad, is it? Nice. Okay, that's maybe gonna be the first points here. I mean, any of these guys is only gonna be worth 3 points. So it's not gonna be that much, but it is gonna be something. Right, okay. First 3 points there, that's lovely. You're a destroyer? No, you can't be a destroyer. Right, more hits there, good flooding. Do you have low? It looks like you're flooding pretty easily too. Oh, that would be godsend if these guys... We are pretty much on fire here, but we are still not seeing any structural damage there. Okay, stop it. Okay. Number 2, I should make a note here of how many we're sinking. 2 ships sunk. What do we know about you? Minimum bulkheads, I like to see that. And 3.5 in shells. Okay, you are going to be targeted with our secondaries, and someone over here, you're going to be targeted with the main guns, you're going to be hit with the secondaries. There we go. And you guys torpedoes, your guys secondaries. I think I've set that up correctly. Right, shift. No, it doesn't say that, does it? I forgot which one it is. What? We'll see. Okay. Shells traveling his way. We've extinguished all of our fire, so that's nice. Are you sending secondaries this way? No, secondaries are going that way. Okay, fine. Minimum bulkheads. Okay, number 3 sunk here. Oh man, lovely. Excuse me. Right. Torpedoes his way. Guns on the Animosa. Because he's too close. That's looking good. Some flooding there. He's not flooding badly, but I think it's going to be enough potentially. Especially if we are using our secondaries on him and our main guns on someone over there who's presenting a good target. I think that's fantastic. Yeah. I like to see that. 3 ships sunk already. That's lovely to see. But man, we are really lucky that they don't have any torps. That would have really done it for us. Just imagine running all of these torps. Even if everyone only has like 4 torps, that would be 200 torps in the water there. Okay, that's number 4. I'm gonna make a note out of that. We might, I mean, don't wanna be too cocky here, but we just might have a chance of scoring some hits here. Okay, you are gonna be somewhat traveling our direction. You can still go with the secondaries here, and I'm guessing someone over there with the torps. Oh, yeah, that's fine. Come on, secondaries at this distance here should really be enough to sink him. And he's presenting a very nice target there. He is emitting smoke, granted, but so is pretty much everyone else. Okay, we've lost a percentage point of damage there. And I don't think we have any sort of... Okay, stop it. I think he's going down. Yeah, with that amount of compartments flooded. Let's shift fire on him. You're going to still be targeted by secondaries. I'm hoping at least that he's going to go down. Slightly concerned about our ammo consumption, but... Okay, Latino is going down 2. That makes it 5. Nice, actually. That's very lovely. So that's 15 points. But you know what? On the other hand, if you're sinking 3 battle cruisers, that's probably going to be the same. Oh, number 6. Nice. I mean, this is harsh, but I do think we picked the right guns here for the job. Let's target you over there. I don't think we've scored any hits here yet, so that's probably worthwhile. Yeah, some hits there, but he's not going to run away. The Constantia, I think, is coming in nicely into our field of fire here. Some torpedoes being sent their way. I think it's mostly going to disrupt them. I think at this point we can go back to normal torp setting. Okay, some hits on him with the secondaries. That's lovely. You guys are in a little bit of a weird position there, but I think it's okay. Come on, send 12-inch shells towards him. Okay, he's flooding badly. Ooh, Constanza and Pieziaro. Which one is that? That's the Constanza, and which is Pieziaro? You. What happened there? Pieziaro, were you hit by a torpedo or anything? No, I don't know. But that seems to be number 7 and 8, unless I'm mistaken. Wow, I did not expect that to be such a turkey shot. I was expecting to dodge torpedoes left and right, but still, it's going to be a lot of micromanagement here to try to target all of you guys. We've barely lost a percentage point here for now, so I think this is going pretty well. I don't see anyone who's not emitting any smoke though, so let's see. You're still being targeted there, so I think the Don Juan de Austria is gonna go down, probably. The fact that they have minimum bulkheads and no torps, I mean, it almost feels like... Come on, she's gonna go down anyway, right? Yeah, 0.8%. Okay, let's switch targets. Someone over there. You with the secondaries. Okay, that's number 9. That is number 9. It's a target-rich environment. You have to see that. Okay, good hits there. It's good that we've got the auto firing and all of that. I think we can go a little bit more into the midst of all of this. Score some more hits here. I think that is going to be useful. Right, come on. Do send shells his way. He must be somewhere in there. Right, that's number 10. Number Magellan. Right, and maybe you're still very close to one another, and you there with the secondaries. I mean, they have still 80% of their force left, but it's an amazing. I mean, just the amount of shells that are coming our way. But look at that! It's just spewing out fire and scoring. Just how bunched up they are. We're scoring several hits here on different ships in one salvo, which is lovely. And I'm guessing that's probably going to be the number 11 soon, right? Jesus, I really am afraid that I'm going to lose track here completely. Right, let's see though. I should send some torpedoes his way, if I can. That's too many ships there on a parallel course. Well, I was cocky there. I said we are going to get number 11, but we haven't so far. But that's a good hit. Come on, why are you not scoring hits though? Okay, let's actually shift fire here towards that guy because he's so close. And you there with the secondaries. Torpedoes, let's go back to normal. I guess we can run here on 2x speed. He is suffering, but is he suffering enough? Well, I'm guessing I'm going to use all of my guns on one ship all the time. Okay, that's number 11. Gets hard to keep track, actually. But still, 11 ships, that's not... it's not everyone. We are churning through ammo here pretty quickly. Sierra, the Busquanuales. I can't pronounce that name. Spanish ships, man. Let's actually keep running right at them. Yeah, like that, potentially. I guess we could try to reduce our speed somewhat in the hope of being a little bit more accurate here. You are losing a lot. Okay, let's switch targets then and use secondaries on you. I think that might be enough to finish you off. These torps are probably not going to do a thing, but still. Okay, that's number 12. Come on, come on. Give me some good hits on these guys. 13 there. Man, if I didn't keep that on a list, I would just not remember it at all. You gonna go down? Flash fire. You are gonna go down. So that's number 14. Neptuno, are you gonna be my number 15? Yeah, we are down 2% here. And that's after investing all of this stuff. Excuse me. After investing all of this stuff into torpedo protection, which we don't need at all now. Come on, some good hits here, please. Yeah, that's looking fine, honestly. Let's switch targets. Okay, number 15. There we go. Flooding enough? No, I don't think so, but you are flooding, so that's good. Guessing we can cut into all of these guys. Potentially what we could do is use our secondaries on someone else there. I always forget what the command is for the primaries. You're still flooding, but not enough. Okay, I think you're going to go down. Yeah, that's number 16. There's some behind us at this point. Yeah, if they had torps, we would be... I mean, we would not be running this. We would not be running into them, right? A big reason why I did pick that high speed here, that's number 17. A big reason why I picked this high speed here is because I was afraid that I would need to run away from a lot of torpedoes. And I wouldn't want to be that close if they had torpedoes. But, I mean, if they had, at this point, with us being in the middle like that, we would probably want to... we would probably actually have some of them sinking each other by just sending torpedoes into weird directions. Although I'm still worried about the fire overwhelming us, because that can happen extremely quickly once you don't have the ability to extinguish fires, number 18, at the same time. It starts to get downhill pretty quickly. Right, they are all around us at this point. Okay, I probably want to use my primary guns here in a configuration where I can use more of them, sort of more of the broadside of them. And I'm happy that this is not about time, because it might take a long time to grab up all of these light cruisers. Right, come on, rather damaged. You are going down, I think. Yeah, that's lovely. Good. That's number 19. Some good hits here on this guy. Yeah. Okay, let's switch then. I'm guessing you can run a little bit more into that like that. Okay, number 20. Good. We've sunk 40% of them, which is lovely. I think our torpedoes are pretty much meaningless. But again, it's not that required, because I was thinking that we could potentially use that to disrupt their torpedo attacks on us. And it turns out that that's probably not really required. Right, let's try to not pause again. I think I would like to keep it this way. Right, and that's number 26. No, sorry, number 21. Casa Interfentel. Do I see her anywhere over here? I don't see her. But I don't think I missed anyone. No, it's probably fine. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, 22 I'm thinking. Okay, you're targeting someone over there. Let's actually target someone that's close over here. Which is, while I did that, you were actually engaging someone else. Let's try to get rid of all of these three jokers over here. I think between our three gun systems, we're going to have a relatively easy time here. We can actually probably leave it to our ship. Okay, that's one more. That's number 23. Which is not even the one that we are fighting off at this moment. Yeah, we lost 3% here. That's easy. 24. I'm guessing you're going to be 25. Yeah, there we go. Okay, half of the enemy ships sunk. As far as I can tell, at least. Most of our guns should be pointing that way, so let's try to use you on these two ships. And you should wreck them pretty easily there. Yeah, I am thinking that you have probably sunk them. Okay, that's number 26. And hopefully you're going to be number 27. We should try to not get rammed here. Okay, I think that is 27. Come on. Let's try not to get rammed. We might get rammed. Okay, I'm going to actually dial up the speed here. My oh my. Okay, that's another ship sunk there. 28. 29. Fantastic. You guys. You're trying to do ramming attacks, I think. I think that's what you're trying to do here. All of these guns need to swing about, but after that we should be able to finish him off quickly. Come on, sink him, stop him. We don't have any torpedoes left. Well, that's okay. Okay, we have sunk him. That's number 30? 30, I think. Well, there's someone over there, that's okay. 31? Jesus. I did not expect such a turkey shot. I was sure that we're not going to win this fight at all. My oh my. Okay, at least let's try to continue to target ships that are not emitting smoke currently, and only use secondaries on ships that are emitting smoke. That might be helpful in trying to bring them down more fastly. Okay, that is 32, I'm thinking. That is 33, I'm thinking. You guys over there, yeah, you're not emitting anything. Let's get you. Let's use secondaries on you. Let's turn around into the middle here so that we can actually target all of you guys. Right, there we go. Come on, come on, come on. We still have a lot of shells here, so I think we are going to be fine, but we'll need to see. Right, let's target you there. Can continue to fire on you. Yeah, I think the Francisco is going to go down on her own with the amount of damage she has taken. Minimal bulkheads. I mean, this is the ridiculous bit. Yeah, Francesco going down. 34. Come on. Come on. Secondary is on you, primary is on you, on the Diana there. Okay, yeah, she needs to swing around all of the guns, so we should try to get the Asturias second. Come on, soon you're gonna have a good angle there. Asturias first then, Diana second. Yeah, because you've stopped smoking, so I think that's okay. We've got a lot of shells here, especially on the 4-inch guns. Let's do keep in mind that we don't want to ram anyone. Okay, Asturias sinking, that's 35. Diana, you need to go down. Surprisingly, haven't scored any hit on you. She is emitting smoke, but since our guns are pointing that way, I don't want to wait too long here. Okay, I think she's going to go down. Let's turn about. Can send some more shells her way. Yeah, that's lovely. 36, I think. Jesus, I can't keep an overview here. Right, let's try to go for these two ships, since we are somewhat close to them. It's still a lot of ships running about. But with just a little bit of damage on this ship and a lot of damage on this one, I think they're going to go down quickly. Right, come on, come on, come on. Ooh, nice. Yeah. She's actually... Was there flash fire or something like that? I didn't quite see that, but potentially there was. Okay, main guns need to swing around. Did I mark that down? Oh, I forgot now. Okay, this one is at least needs to be accounted for. You're going to go down quickly. You're going to go down a bit slower there, but we can run into their direction. I think that's lovely. Come on. Anyone? We might want to start hitting them very far away, but I think for now, let's stick to the ones that are closest, preserve some ammo, and simply try to run the way of the ships that are around over there. Right, you're flooding. Let's shift to you. Secondaries on you. Try to run straight. Someone is sinking. I'm losing track of how many ships are sinking. A lot of them, apparently. Yeah, completely lost track at this point. I'm hoping that we can, at the end, pick it up by how many ships are left. which I'm, at this point, starting to feel a little bit more confident than I was maybe earlier. But okay, let's see. Secondary is on you, primary is on you, that should do you. Come on, come on, come on. Yeah, nice. Ammo explosion. Finish you off and then turn around. Okay, Isabella, you're next. Bam, 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 bam. Secondaries can go on you. I don't think we've scored any torpedo hit, but again, that was never the plan. We only wanted to disrupt them. Also, you're pretty fast. 37 knots there. That is going to be a problem. I'm guessing we should start to target some of these ships here that are not that are a little bit further away. Secondaries should be fine on these guys, but I don't want some of them to escape, basically. Yeah, and secondaries on you should really be enough. If we can score some hits there in the rear, actually sinking some of these ships that are further away. Come on, with the 4-inch guns and the 6-inch shells, you should be going down quickly. Yeah, there you go. Secondaries now on the Liagra. Some good hits there on the Hernando Cortez. Good. Let's get the Fernando and the Liagra. Not so much concerned about this ship because it is damaged already. It does have some engine damage in particular. And let's go for the Peninsula and the Liagra. This guy is also going down. Nice. Yeah, she's going to go down. She's going to go down. She's going to go down. Is there anyone left? We've got 4 ships here left. We're at 93% damage. And I actually think maybe some of them have run away, but I kind of doubt it. Come on, Peninsula. You're not going to survive that long. We actually have a comfortable amount of shells here. And it looks like we have actually sunk all of the enemy ships. So that's 1 ship against 50 enemy ships. Admittedly, a little bit the easier ones, but still, I mean, 50 ships. That's brilliant. I like it. Guys, thank you very much for watching. I know it's been a long episode, but I hope to see you around next week. Do check out everyone else's videos down in the video below. And let's see how we did. Bye-bye, guys.